Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you guys. What's up, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with an episode of the Dre Mac Show. I'm currently not live. If you're watching this, this is not a live broadcast. This is a pre-recorded broadcast. I'm not gonna lie, I need to get some rest. We're really hitting this thing really hard, and that's the reason why. If you But make sure that you guys are commenting. If this is a live chat or whatever, make sure you guys are live chat. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like the video. But make sure that you're putting your comments in the comment section and everything. But this particular video is probably going to rouse some people up, but you'll understand where I'm coming from. Don't just take the title and run with it. But the name of this is called Defending T'Challa is Exhausting. And you could probably hear it in my voice. I know my voice is not really there. I am not gonna lie, I am exhausted. I'm tired myself. But defending T'Challa is exhausting. And I'm gonna tell you why it's exhausting. I'm not gonna talk about anything else but this, and not even gonna be here that long or whatever. That's why this is really pre-recorded. But you already know what it is, man. Hopefully you guys are happy, you guys are healthy, everything is going good with you guys. But I gotta talk about this. But the real question is, all right, let's go ahead and get this started. Defending T'Challa is exhausting. And you know why this has been exhausting. Do you know why? Some of us are like feel like pulling out our hair and throwing stuff at the wall because it seems like every time I get on Twitter, and I see the conversation on Recast T'Challa, I started a petition myself on if T'Challa is not in the new Black Panther game by EA in Cliffhanger, why would you support it? Do you know the main people that are attacking, commenting, trolling, whatever you want to call it, is people that look like me? You know how exhausting this is to consistently defend and talk about the significance and the importance of the first black mainstream superhero. And the backlash I'm getting is not from white folks, it's not from Middle Easterns, it's not from Asians, you know what I mean? It's not from anybody else but people that look like me, that will go to the ends of the earth. They don't know what the flub they're talking about, don't give a good French toast about nothing. Shout out to Kevin Samuels for that one. Because I'm trying not to cuss. Too early in the morning. I'm tired. I'm tired of going back and forth with my own people about a character that was created for them. I think that's the most exalting, exalting, you know what I mean? Exhausting, whatever. I'm exhausted right now. Exhausted. That's the most exhausting thing to me. And what's crazy is that we in the recast T'Challa portion of Twitter or the universe or whatever, we get tired. I know damn well a lot of my people in this gets tired. And we get tired because we constantly got to go on a social media platform and defend what we're saying. Defend what Chadwick said. Defend with everybody, with people who really want to see this character continue to grow. And I want to make sure that I played this from Darius over at Planet Fanatics. He said something that I've always said, but he said it so eloquently. He said it so regal that I have to play this. I have to play this because this is exactly And I'm gonna play some other stuff from Chadwick and everything. But he said this, and this brother is absolutely, positively, 180% correct on this. Give me just a second so I can full screen this. Shout out to Planet Fanatics, man. Showing love. Shout out to Chillmonger, SSA K-Dot, D-Real, Be Real with D-Real. All the people that's in the recast of T'Challa. Who am I? I don't want to forget anybody. Marcus and the crew from Back in the Bus podcast. Because I want to show a couple things and why it's so exhausting. Why this is exhausting. But I love what this brother says here, because this is correct. And I'm going to get to what he's saying in this clip. Again, shout out to Planet Fanatics with this. This is amazing. Let me play this clip.
I don't know what the hate is. I don't know what the dislike is. I don't know why T'Challa is why he scares individuals so much. Let me take that back. And I'm serious. We're about to start the video.
Listen to this.
I know why he scares motherfuckers. We've talked about why he scares motherfuckers. I've said many times why T'Challa scares these folks. It's a strong, black, intelligent, regal king of his own goddamn nation, sitting on a throne, black man. That is terrifying. Last thing, promise. Look at Dr. King. J. Edgar Hoover. For those of you that don't know history, J. Edgar Hoover.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Because he's about to break something down that a lot of people don't understand. That, J. Edgar Hoover said Dr. Martin Luther King, before he goes, and he's about to say exactly what I used to preach for years. And that's why all racism, why you got to put a race card and this, that, and the other. If you understand that J. Edgar Hoover said this 1963, you know what I'm saying? My mother was born in 58. You know what I'm saying? No, my mother was born, my dad was born in 58. My mother was born in 60. You know what I mean? Do you think these people who grew up with this mentality, this is just went away? We all kumbaya. Where is the footage that we all kumbaya and everybody got everything together and we were just friends? We were buddies, we were pals, any of that. J. Edgar Hoover said that Dr. Martin Luther King was the most dangerous man in America, not Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? This is before the Black Panther Party. But Dr. Martin Luther King was the most dangerous man in an FBI report. In where he's going to mention, J. Edgar Hoover said, we don't want the rise of the Black Messiah. Dog, take this. Let me let him cook, because he's going to say this. This is something I've been knowing about. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing about. And this is the reason why we need to look at what they're doing with T'Challa right now. And why this is so exhausting. Why are my people fighting against us about this? When you could clearly see the racism, point blank period, in your face. Let me let him cook real quick.
J. Edgar Hoover said, when Dr. King was doing everything he was doing, we must prevent the rise. Now, please do not misconstrue my words. So don't come in here in these comments with that bullshit. We must prevent the rise of a Black Messiah. Yep. So what did they do? They gunned him down. Mother. Not just Dr. King. They went into during church, during Sunday service, went into the service and gunned his mama down. For those of you that don't know.
Yep.
They found his brother face down in the swimming pool. He drowned. You want to know why the Kings were taken out that way? Because these white folks saw the Kings as a threat. They saw Mother as a threat because why? She produced strong Black men. Right. Take her out. So we got to take out these other strong Black men. That's why T'Challa, and I'm not comparing T'Challa to Dr. King, so miss me with that shit. What I'm saying is the representation, the fact that he's a strong Black character, and the fact that he empowers Black men scares the fuck out of people.
And I love this dude, man. I love the passion that he comes with. You know what I mean? And we share similar thought process when it comes to certain things. And I love that he said this. This is the reason why your rap is diluted. You know what I mean? This is the reason why you don't see strong black males on film, on television anymore. You don't see that. You don't see the TV dad. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's easier to have a smear campaign when it's a strong black man. Just take Jonathan Majors, for example. A strong black man that's intelligent that went to Yale. He went to Yale. No disrespect to any HBCU or anything, but Yale, Harvard, Ivy League, that's dope shit. Let's keep it real. He went there. You know what I'm saying? He was successful in his craft. It was easier to tear the black man down. So what are they doing with T'Challa? They're tearing them down eternally because real talk, they did not know that people was going to respond to T'Challa like the way that they did. You see what I mean? And that's not even the full extent of T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chillmonger, shout out to SSK Dot. I was listening to their SSK Dot Santos show, you know, the replay of this show. And he made, you know, Emmett Chillmonger made excellent points. They didn't give the brains that T'Challa has in the comics to T'Challa. They divvied it up so that, you know, his sister's smart too. You know what I'm saying? His sister's so smart, she outthink Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. Well, really, in the comics, T'Challa is if not the smartest man in comics. In comics, that's why he who shall not, Lord Voldemort, who wrote him for 15 issues, destroyed this character. And people are taking that type of comic run and stuff like that. You know, let's just exit out. Let's dilute him. Because for real, when you see, and this has been proven, that the more that black men are seeing a strong representation of themselves, they start to change more. Look at the Boondocks episode when they boycotted BET. When we had representatives that was going to HBCUs, like shows like A Different World, you can say whatever you want to about Bill Cosby. But for him to develop that show had more people searching and going to HBCUs than any time in human history. A show. Why? Because we seen visually the impact of a Howard, a Morehouse, you know what I'm saying, a Morgan State, you know, Arkansas Pine Bluff, you know, the FAMU, the beat goes on, Jackson State, you know what I'm saying, all these Tuskegee, you know what I mean, all these other predominantly historically black universities. If people wanted to go there because they seen themselves on television in a positive light, getting an education in college. Maybe it was a fictional college, but it was black people in college being empowered. And what they don't want you to be is empowered. That's why they can put up, you know, this step in fashion. We don't need white people to get in blackface. We will do it we will do it without a shadow of a doubt, with a smile on our face. As long as I can be a character, sir, I do whatever you tell me to do, sir. What you need, I got you, boss. But y'all don't see that because y'all so busy talking about a bag and all this other bullshit that don't mean nothing. Let me tell you about guns and butter, baby. The guns was T'Challa, a representation of a strong black man that wasn't a baby daddy, that was a king of the most powerfulest nation in the world, and you're allowing them to take that character from you, from your child, seeing that representation full-fledged so he could grow up and see something greater within himself. We always talk about how we want to go back to Africa, all these strong African ties. Baby, we are all over this planet. We're just not just Africa. We're all over this planet. And what they're afraid of is strong black representation, a male representation. That's why I say this is a public L word. They're showing you how we will kill your character. When I said, when Chadwick asked for more money, then what did they do after that? I mean, in Infinity War and Endgame, he should have had a way stronger role when he came back. Not just chanting a quote. This is the man in Secret Wars that had the Infinity Gauntlet, and he didn't die when he grabbed the Infinity Gauntlet. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you about this character? What does that tell you that if your children got exposed, your young black boys not exposed to Blueface and Krishan and all the shenanigans and all the destruction goes on with that, not being over sexualized, you know what I mean, and all of that, showing you as a king. Black man, don't you know? I wrote a song called All Hail the Black King. Let me just give you some of the words. Black man, do you know that you a king? They hate you because you shine mean. Don't you know that you are needed? On everything that I love, you would have been defeated. But they can't because they know that you original. Black man, stand tall with your fist ball. You're not the thug selling drugs just to get figures. And you a king. You just not the word nigga. Never ignorant about getting goals accomplished. In the eyes of Pac, then the word will be synonymous. Have dreams to be a doctor, not a patient. We live in the world is truly racist. So breathe, homie. You can go through this. You strong, get accomplished. Rise to it. If your skin makes some ways hate you, you got love for black family. We thank you. That's what I'm talking about. You, black man, or a king. In the king of representation in fictional history was T'Challa. Jack Kirby said he made it for you. He wanted you to see something that wasn't a stereotype. We giving Falcon his props, but man, remember when he was a pimp? Remember, when Luke Cage was just black exploitation 101? Do we remember those times? Like Michael Jackson said, do you remember? Know who you are, why they want to kill this character. Because they saw little black boys. You know what I'm saying? Being this character. And they got hope. I said, man, besides Barack Obama, there's a fictional character that's a king of the most powerfulest nation in the world. Why can't I be that? There's more publication they do. I'm telling you, this scared them. A solo project going well over $1.5 billion worldwide. And they thought he was insignificant enough because it's honoring the character. It's honoring Chadwick. Do you think Chadwick would have want that? Let's go find. Let me just do one more thing. Shout out to Jason Alphabet Wakandan for this. I just want y'all to just let's peep game on something. That's all. I want y'all to peep game on something. Hold on. Remember, Chadwick is the only person who could play T'Challa in the MCU, and they shitted on your face because they said Thunderbolt Ross was way more important after William Hurt died of cancer and recast him. They continually to shit on you, and y'all not recognize it because y'all too busy. The ones that look like me fighting me because of T'Challa, and that's exhausting. Let me go with Brother Chadwick, and then I'm gonna wrap this up.
If you're making movies and you're doing well, people start to say, oh, he's the next Denzel, or he's that.
Right.
Making your success be based upon the idea that there can only be one of you. And we as actors, we talk about this. We talk about how debilitating that is, how negative it is, how, it's also frightening. You know what I'm saying, to a certain degree, because you feel like it divides and conquers. It makes us
pit you against each other.
Puts us against each other,
yeah.
Exactly. So I root for Idris Elba. I root for David and Michael, and I root for everybody, because I know if they do well, the truth is, it presents an opportunity for me.
If they do well, it presents an opportunity for me. Think about that for just a second. This man was battling cancer and had the foresight to know that if someone else wins, they all win, because it opens up the doors. But when you close that door and you don't fight for it, fight for it. Fight for it. Stop fighting me and fight the ones that's oppressing us, because this man who knew he was dying of cancer wanted to see black people win. But y'all too busy fighting amongst us that wants to see more black people win. And again, that is exhausting. And I'm exhausted. I'm tired. But even though I'm tired, the fight doesn't stop. So go and check out the petition to make sure that we boycott that game that doesn't present T'Challa as the main character. Continue to say hashtag recast T'Challa on social media. And let's continue until we get our king back, not T'Challa, son of T'Chaka. We won't stop fighting until we get that. This your man Dre Mac. I love y'all. Y'all already know how it is. I gotta get some rest. Peace and vibe higher, man. I love y'all. Have an excellent weekend. Shalom to everyone. Peace and prosperity. Where's my outro at? If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.